I have to trade a little bit of vibrance and bright red for a shoe that has nicer materials and feels better on foot because it's that new Air Jordan 4 shape. I'll make that trade all day. The Jordan brand barely changed this shoe, but it made some people really mad. This is the upcoming Air Jordan 4 Toro Bravo that first released back in 2013, and this is the first time it's retroing. It may not be an OG colorway, but it dropped at the perfect time to make this one of the most sought after shoes of 2013. I mean, back then red shoes were like the hottest thing. We had just had the Red October Yeezys drop a year before, and everyone wanted all red sneakers. So when Jordan brand dropped a pair of 4s that was almost all red, yeah, it went crazy. But now 13 years later, on May 2nd for 215 bucks, we're getting our first ever retro of this shoe, but it's not exactly the same as the original. Now this pair does come with a lot of similarities, like the Jumpman on the heel. Jordan brand's been switching almost all of the Jumpman out for Nike Airs, which I'm not mad at, but at the same time I get why some people don't like it. It still comes in the same color blocking, white, gray, red, and black, and to most people it still looks just like a pair of Toro Bravo 4s. But where Jordan brand changed this thing up is the upper. Can you figure out what's different? Well, if you can't, it's actually the material. On the upper of this shoe, they're using a much more high quality nubuck than they did on the previous pair, which was probably a lower quality Durabuck. I say probably because I haven't had a pair of those in hand in years. And while the material does feel nicer, the problem is that this is a much duller shade of red than the original Toro Bravo 4s, which is the reason some people are really not happy about this shoe. And while I think that's kind of an extreme take because let's be honest, they look almost identical, I do understand that no, the color is not as bright or as vibrant as it used to be. But hey, if I have to trade a little bit of vibrance and bright red for a shoe that has nicer materials and feels better on foot because it's that new Air Jordan 4 shape, I'll make that trade all day. But what do you think? Did Jordan brand ruin this shoe, or are you still grabbing a pair on May 2nd?